Wow, that was a bad cover of the Ocarina of Time shop theme, huh? How's everyone doing? I am freshly frustrated by Comcast once again. And I'm tired, but I want to stream, so I'm gonna try it anyway. I want to get another stream in of Supermarket Simulator because I want to stream the game. But I don't want... I want to keep playing the game off-stream is one of the main things. Like, I don't know how much more good stream we're gonna get out of it, but... Oh wow, my voice is suffering a lot more than I thought it would be. It's fine, it's fine. I've spent a decent chunk of the last few days playing Etrian Odyssey 1, which the HD remaster, because Dan got me the first three, the bundle of the first three games, the HD Steam releases for Etrian Odyssey 1, 2, and 3. It's interesting. It's much more retro in its game design than I expected it to be. It's more grindy, it's more... It feels like a game that is older than a DS game. It's weird. But I've been playing it, I've been enjoying it, broadly. There has been a thought in my mind of, if I'm doing this much grinding, maybe I should just be playing more old school RuneScape instead. Oh, is the captioner dead? Great. Very exciting for all of the internet issues we're experiencing. Testing 1, 2. Cheesecake tomorrow? Fuck yes. Mexican food, boba tea, and cheesecake all on the same day? Sign me the fuck up. I ain't going anywhere. But yeah, as soon as I said I was playing Etrian Odyssey 1, there was one person who was very excited that I was playing Etrian Odyssey 1 because he is a big Etrian Odyssey fan. And then everyone else was just like, oh, you're just willingly engaging in dick flattening? Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, it doesn't seem that bad. I don't know. Anyways, let's get this playlist going. Woo! Yay! You can mod in your OCs. Yeah, I saw that there was like some character packs available to purchase on Steam, and I looked and it was like, new character portraits. And I was like, wait, can't you just do that? You didn't get far enough? I've been playing for over 15 hours. But I'm sure that it gets more challenging over time. And I'm looking forward to experiencing that. Okay, so we got Juice Fridge, Coke Fridge. I think I've got like all product. I can hire a second cashier as soon as I level up, which should happen very shortly. Yay! Alright. Let's get going. Are you ready, sir? Yay! Yeah, my Etrian Odyssey sensei was just like, hey, if you want to have a decent time with the game and not make it just super duper easy mode, you shouldn't put too many levels into this one skill. He recommended only putting 3 levels into it, so I put 5. But wow, the fact that that game has a limit of you can only have 3 buffs on any character at a time. Wow, that sucks. That sucks so bad. And it's especially sucks for the party composition that I chose. Because one of the classes that I'm playing with is all about buffs. He's a bard. He's got like 10 different buffs. And like, as it is, how a real fight goes, not just like something that I can auto attack to death, is I apply the attack buff and 2 defense buffs, and then that's just all of the buff slots taken up, and that's just how the rest of the fight goes. It's so rare that I ever have a good enough reason to use any buffs other than those, which is frustrating. Soup or market? I would like the soup, please. Well, you're never gonna believe where you can buy soup. Etrian Odyssey is like SMT, that you can make it super easy on yourself, but then there's the ultra endgame stuff. Till you get there, you take absolutely every advantage you can, because the game will fuck you over, especially once you get to some of the later dungeons. Yeah, so I am currently on floor 9? My team is like level 26-ish. I'm definitely over-leveled. I think both me and Dan, because Dan got me the games so that he could share in playing them with me. So I did feel obligated to join in on the fun. But both me and Dan were we are Atlas veterans enough at this point that we both ended up being able to kill the FOEs on floor 2, like, definitely earlier than we should be. And I learned that apparently the drop rates for items in Etrian Odyssey 1, like, just the drop rates for items in general are bad. And I did experience that because I spent 2-ish hours trying to get 5 of this one item from an enemy that, like, the enemy itself didn't spawn very often, and then the drop was like a 25-30% chance for if I ever actually found the enemy. And so I spent a hot minute trying to get those because what I wanted was, if I got enough of that item, then I could gain access to a better weapon. I was like, ooh, I want the better weapon. And then after 2 hours of grinding to try and get the drops off of that enemy, I was like, I could probably get better weapons if I just progressed through the game. And that did turn out to be the case. Means I might have a better time than you did when you tried the series. Yeah, so I've tried an Etrian Odyssey type game before. I have Persona Q. I don't remember if I have Persona Q2, but I know I tried out a few hours of Persona Q, and it didn't quite do it for me at the time, but now I'm a little more open-minded about that kind of thing. So I'm enjoying it. Would I recommend other people play it? Like, if you're into, like, relatively hardcore, like, traditional dungeon crawler type games, like Sorcery and, what was the other classic series that was kind of like that? Might and Magic, I think? Oh, the captioner broke again. Why? Rude. I want to mention the thing that got you to stop me. You don't want to destroy the chance of that encounter being fresh. Yeah, so I am generally playing the game slow and steady, and also scared. If there's an encounter that I come across, just like a regular, normal enemy encounter that seems a little scary, I'll immediately buff the fuck up and just play super scared, super safe, and then I'll just immediately obliterate that enemy because they were not actually that much of a threat. But there's also been a lot of random encounters that are just like, I could win this fight, but it would be very annoying, so I'm just gonna leave. I have absolutely no qualms with running from battles. Maybe you'll have a chance to buff. I am overleveled. Like, being overleveled helps out quite a bit. Okay. 0 products not found, 0 products found expensive, 0 short change. Hell yeah. Chocolate pasta tea juice. So that'll be 3, 5. That'll be 375. Tea and juice. Wait, which juice? I'll just leave the juice. Oh, we're out of red flour. Right, yes. Pay the bills. We're not level 20 yet, so I can't buy another person. I could get a new product license. All of that is shelf stuff from the looks of it. I could fit more shelves into the current space. Oh, I do know something I need to do. I need to get more lights from the storage room. Are we actually out of red flour, or... Yes, we are. So, 1, 2, 3 of you. Spaghetti, coffee, oil, milk. Water. That in there for him. oil and water, or oil and milk, got me thinking about bread and water soup. R.A.D. What was the actual name of that game again? The stupid robot game, the ridiculous translation. Or it might not have even been entirely on the translation, but the ridiculous voice acting. Spaghetti away. Coffee. Let's see. Chocolate bars. Cereal 2. I should probably just help with the stocking. Might save me some time. I might just buy one of everything. Okay, so pasta, chocolate bars, blue flour, olive oil, candy, cereal 2, let's get another water, another coffee, another peanut butter. More oil. Lamp oil. More cheese. More OJ. Shelf milk. Is anything else low? Oh, Papa biscuits. We have 2 of those. I am curious how the rest of
If you want to leave
my
program,
Etrian Odyssey experience is going to go, based off of me
that's as far as
having
you can go.
played several SMT games in the past. You know, I've played through SMT 3, 5, Persona 3, 4, and 5. I would have to imagine that that helps. How much it helps, I don't know. I did have a pretty rough start with the game, I will say. When I first started playing, when I was first getting going, I didn't know how to make money other than just random encounters. Just like getting the cash off of beating up random creatures. And boy, you need money in that game. You really need money. Because I got myself into a situation on, like, attempt number 2, I think it was. Like, attempt number 1, I just got, completely wiped by an encounter. Attempt 2, I didn't get completely wiped by an encounter, but I only had, like, 2 party members left alive, and they were also fucked up, and I had no money. So I couldn't afford to heal them, I couldn't afford to resurrect my other party members, I couldn't afford to rest at the inn. Like, I was straight broke. It was brutal. Oh, I need more apple juice. Let's get 3. I didn't actually read through the most recent Deltarune newsletter. I read part of it, but not the whole thing. I should go back and do that. Arlington Boat Cactory. No? Flip? There it is. Yeah, with EO1, like, once you know about making a gathering team and using that to get some starter capital, it's not too bad. I do need to actually try and level up my gathering team at some point, because they're still all just level 1. But I also haven't needed to do any gathering for a bit. I'm currently sustaining myself decently just by selling what I'm getting with the main crew. I think I'm getting close to being done with the second stratum. We're running low on Sody Pops as well. Yeah, let's get Coke, Diet Coke, and a Sprite, and then we'll open up the day. Alright. I probably needed more tea. Do I have tea on the shelves? Let's put some tea on the list. I love to see the shelves being fairly well stocked. Oh, you fellas. More of that, huh? Do I need more of that, or is my stocking guide just being slow? Not putting those on the shelves. What do you want? Cereal? Get out of here. Later, Neo. I maybe should have gotten more sleep today than I did, but I was getting tired of being in bed.
As we begin our final approach. The forecast at our destination calls for clear skies with a 100% chance of funk. We ask that you use caution when exiting the craft.
Well, I wasn't like super comfy in bed, because like I just feel kind of bad across my body because of the double vaccination. I'm mostly okay at this point. Like, after I sleep tonight, I'll probably be fine. But I was not all comfy cozy. I wasn't like, oh man, I could be in bed all day. This feels great. It was more like, I'm done with this. If I'm gonna continue feeling not great, then I would rather be playing a video game or something. One bottle of soda, really? I'm gonna waste my time for this. Now this is a grocery store order. That guy could take lessons from you. Alright, I got a name for this guy. He's Hank Fortress. He's not Frank Castle, he's Hank Fortress. Hank Fortress 2. I need to play some more Deadlock. It's been a bit. They added a new hero. They added an anti-cheat system that turns people into frogs. The patch note list is like huge. The frog thing is so good. People are gonna start cheating just so they can play as a frog for a bit. I also, like, when I woke up today at like 5:30, 6 p.m., something like that, after sleeping all day, I saw people posting the part of the patch notes that was talking about the new anti-cheat system, and I thought it was a joke. I thought it was some copy pasta bullshit that people were making up, and it was just getting around, and I was just like, oh, okay. I don't know why people... Like, I don't know what's got people coming up with this as the funny new Deadlock joke. It's a little bizarre, but, you know, whatever. And then I kept seeing people posting it, and then I saw people posting it in the channel on my Discord server where most of the Deadlock talk happens, and I was like, are people still just posting the joke, or is there actually something that I need to know here? And then it turns out it was fucking real. I was baffled. We're so close to level 70, or level 20. Soon I can hire a third man. Oh god. No, I thought he was putting the stuff on the empty shelf. Oh god. Register's closed. What is this? Spaghetti? Oh shit, we might actually be full out of spaghetti. We are... No. We've got spaghetti, I promise. We probably all already had a person or two that was like, oh, you guys don't have spaghetti. I hate you. Damn it. Another cashier will be nice, but what we really need is we really need another stalker. You guys don't want to switch lanes? Okay, suit yourself. Cashier 2! So, for Restalker 2, I need 2 more store levels and 2 more racks. I guess I could put more racks on, like, this side of the room. There it goes. You got this guy from the same store, huh? Look at that profit. Cereal and papetes cake. $5.25. Papetes cake. $4, baby. You want fries with that? Alright, let's start off by just getting one of everything. And 2 more racks. But we'll figure out the racks in a moment. We're definitely going to need to buy more product. Purchase more things. Well, we are now overstocked on spaghetti, but that's fine. We'll sell it all eventually. So what's everyone been up to today? Most of my day didn't happen, because I was in bed. Hopefully, you all had something more interesting going on than that. Hope everyone's been getting their flu shots. It's important. Been making more emotes? Hell yeah. Get that bag. Hacker really be out here doing his job. Well, you've been relaxing today, probably. But I have noticed that you have been on the grind lately. Been making a bunch of emotes for folks. Doing the Lord's work. It's very important that people be able to express things with their funny little characters. Where would we be without it? How would you get spun if not for emotes? We need more shelf milk. Oil, Chocopic. Rice, red flour. This. Drop this. Toss all this stuff out of the way. Alright. Now that things have gotten drastically more claustrophobic in here. Metaphor is Digital Devil Summoner 3. Is that a good thing? Do not use unlabeled racks. If you want more Persona 5 with slightly different mechanics, it'll deliver. Fantastic. This is great news. I am a Persona 5 enjoyer. Okay. So is there anything we don't have a surplus of? Serial 2. Persona 5 with press turns. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. Oh, we also need egg. And probably pasta. Okay. There's pasta. Alright, we got eggs on the shelf. Oh, fuck the delivery fees, I'll pay them. We have updated the Steam subscriber agreement. Yeah, what am I gonna do? Just not use Steam? Take my identity and my house and my money and my wallet and my socks. I don't care anymore. Oh yeah, Ripper, as an Atlas RPG enjoyer, have you played the Etrian Odyssey games? What are you buying? Chocolate. Played a little of the first one in both Persona Qs. Ah. Maybe after I finish all 3 of the HD remasters of the EO games, then I'll finally be ready to play Persona Q. Fake EO fan, but like that they let you draw your own map. Yeah, that part is fun. There's an option in the HD versions for the first 3, I think. Well, I know that it's in the first one. I don't know if it's in the other 2 because I haven't checked them out yet. But it lets you automatically mark the walls and floors of tiles that you pass over. By default, like the default auto map feature is it'll just mark the floors that you walk on. But like I enjoy the map drawing stuff, but every now and then I'll just turn on the full auto map and just be like, yeah, just do it for me. I'll slap down the icons for various things. Like it doesn't automatically put down icons for doors or shortcuts or anything like that. So I'll do that even when I'm not in a mapping mood. The racks are full in storage. Yeah, that's fine. Chocolate. Here, I'll take this one off the rack. So maybe you can start doing something else. No, didn't mean to do that. Etrian Odyssey is weird. It has just been on my mind, though. I've been thinking about optimization methods and such, like, well, if I just go all in on Immunize, so I don't have to worry about... So like, I just have the best defense buff, and so I don't have to double up with Immunize and Defender, then I can clear out a lot of skill points on my Protector, but... do I care about that? Like, what's my Protector gonna be doing anyways? And then it's like, oh, I could get Smite on him, and maybe he can start, like, pouring out damage. That'd be pretty cool, and you could have the wall skills, but, like, it could be a case of, like, oh, even making all of my defensive needs covered by a single buff seems real good, but it also seems like it would cut down on a lot of annoyance. But also, I'm kind of skill point starved on my medic, because my medic is just like... there's a lot of really good skills to get on medic, so I don't really have a huge amount of SP to spare trying to get Immunize all the way up to level 10, but if I do, that'll help a lot. It'll open up the Troubadour to use more buffs, and that would probably make fights a little more interesting. And so I'm thinking about it, and that's a good sign. One of those games that makes it fun to think about builds. Yeah, I appreciate that kind of game. Even if I'm not very good at that kind of thing, like with Path of Exile, I always just look up builds that other people have made. But it's fun to think about. I will say that one of the areas where the Etrian Odyssey games suffer is not giving you much information about things. There's a lot of skills and stats and stuff of just like... a lot of things where you just are not told like relevant information. Like, oh, if I upgrade this skill to a higher rank, then it increases the chance of applying a debuff. Yeah, but by how much? What was the chance of applying the debuff in the first place? I think Torchlight 2 has ruined a lot of, like, has... Torchlight 2 put... what's the word I'm looking for? It put a lack of trust into my heart. Because, Because there's so many skills in Torchlight 2 that just get flat worse if you put a bunch of points into them, because then their mana costs, like, jack up in a massive way, so that you can no longer use them consistently, which makes you deal way less damage, and the damage increase from leveling them up was bad in the first place. So now, any game where you're having to, like, commit skill points to leveling up skills and stuff like that, I always have that fear in my heart of, is me putting points into the skill actually going to make the skill better? Or am I being fooled? Yeah, I definitely feel like now that I've put some time into a proper Etrian Odyssey, I would enjoy Q a lot more. Next. 40 customers in one day? Can you believe it? Salt, candy, soda, eggs. Salt. Candy. Soda. Is this soda? Is this soda? Yes. Salt, candy, soda, eggs. Damn, eggs going up. Eggs are now one of the most expensive products in the store. Alright, so rice, red flour, blue flour. Let's start with that. Eggs. Water. Oh, shelf milk. All right. I saw on the main menu for this game, one of the features coming in an update for Supermarket Simulator is the ability to move products without a box. And I saw that and I got excited. I was like, oh, hell yes. What a huge improvement. You just pick stuff up and put them on the shelves that way? That's crazy. Or like, I can get things off of a shelf without needing a box that was used to hold that object already. This is huge. Is there anything that's like low on the shelves? Yogurt. Where does yogurt live? Need some cheese. Alright, salt. God, imagine if you had this much time to... Imagine if just time did not start on your day until you were ready for it. What a world. Hello, Dura. How's it going? Bread? Are we getting bread? Oh, we are good on... Well... No, we're not super good on bread, actually. What else needs restocking? Cakes. Both kinds. How's managing the store? Going alright. I have 2 cashiers now, so I'm mostly doing stocking type stuff. But we've got hella cash. I will buy most things that I want without having to think about it. Buy Mario? Well, it depends on your definition of buy. And Mario. Are you also apple juice? Have we been doubling up on apple juice? Yeah. Cool. I ain't buying a toilet man. Even if he is friendly. Sorry. I don't want the Gen Z Zoomers, or whatever the fuck they're called, to get the wrong idea. Chocolate bars and salt. Keep a little dirt under my pillow for the dirt man, in case he comes to town. Keep a little dirt under my pillow for the dirt man, so he won't take me down. Tea. Where's the tea? There's the tea. Alright. So, is there anything else that we're low on? Shelf milk. I think I've already got powdered sugar in the cart. Yeah. Water. I can get another coffee. Another cereal too. any other unrefrigerated dairy we're in need of. Yeah. Bread. Let's get 2 bread. Is he just standing there? Okay. What do you got? Apple juice. Here's something to do. Get that box out of your hands. Because we've got product coming in. Okay. Okay. Good on... Oh, green soda is not fully restocked. Where does green soda live? There it is. Oh, is he restocking green soda? Okay. How many you got left in there? Most of a box? Opening the top of and throwing an entire box of white bread loaves down the stairs. Yeah, the box protects them. Can I actually get the shelf milk? Extra $2. Alright. Let's get her going. Let's go ahead and get her going there, bud. Olive oil isn't fully stocked. I bought a lot of cheese. You were stocking cheese? Alright. And now we just hang out for a little bit, which is great because I really need some more tea. I can feel my brain starting to flutter a little bit. Store. All these beautiful people buying my beautiful products. You'll love to see it. You love to see these people clipping through each other to get to that fridge. That's how you know they love it. Nice choices. Thank you for your patronage. $219 10th Street. dry cleaners, laundry shirts, dry cleaning 10% off, UPS. Store's gonna run itself for a little bit here. Let's... Hugh Candy Smoke Shop Corp. 282 East 7th Street. So who's telling the truth here? ATM inside, and cigarettes, and more. You gotta love the use of an ampersand and the word "and" in the same sentence. This one is East 8th Street. Ooh. The Woodhouse Spa Center. Is that Comic Sans? Hold up. No, not quite. They got 4 different fonts going on this sign. Because there's Crystal's Garden, there's Jewelry and Floral Design, there's the numbers, and then there's the descriptions of the things they have. And all 4 of those seem to be using different fonts. Exotic plants, gems and crystals, bonsai, orchids, flowers for all occasions. It's all residential. Where's the businesses? There's the business. Got another Woodhouse. Imagine if you could, like, open up additional stores in the neighborhood. That... I should maybe look into... trying to get that game running. There was a game that I used to love playing as a kid. It was Monopoly City, I think it was? Monopoly City was so much fun because it was like a business management game where you would like buy out like locations. Like you would buy a building and then you would like pay to start a business in that building. And there was all kinds of different businesses that you could start up, and there was like different demands depending on which parts of the city you were building your businesses and all that. It was so cool. Like there were so many interesting things that you could get going in that game. And like you could like start rival businesses next to your opponents because it's a multiplayer game. I should look into seeing if I can get that game running on my current machine. I recall loving that game. But I also recall loving the Bugs Bunny games on the PS1, and I tried streaming those. It was fucking miserable for the viewers. I was having a great time. But I recognized that there was nothing interesting happening on the screen. Monopoly game on the GameCube. Was that just like a regular Monopoly thing, just on console? Alright. I had a wonderful 12-hour walk. How's my business doing? We're not out of anything. Digital version of the board game. The digital Monopoly that I play, well, I played one on the PS3 with my family a lot. But we also, when I was a wee lad, when I would go visit my grandma, she had like this big ass mechanical keyboard that I loved touching the buttons on. And she had a Monopoly game. And the cool thing about the Monopoly game was that it had a really nice jazz soundtrack. That was most of what I remember about that game. But the other thing that I remember about the game was it also had like cool little animations for the pieces moving around the board. Like, the battleship would like sink into the board and like swerve back and forth as if it were going through the water. That version of that game was pretty cool and fun. But also it was just exciting to play because one of the big things that made it so exciting for me to play as a youngster was just how different her computer felt to use. Because we had computers at home, and I would use the computer fairly regularly. But her computer, like her keyboard and her mouse, it all felt so different, and I didn't know that that was a thing that could happen with computers. That they could feel so different to use. It was an interesting experience. Let's brighten things up. Let's just move on to the next day. So we got the sun. Milk rice cereal. $3.25. Rice $7.50 for rice. Cereal's down to $5. Wait. Apple juice, I think we need a little more of. It's cheaper than real cereal. I don't actually do any grocery shopping for our household, so I am still somewhat sheltered by how absolutely bonkers prices for things have gotten. It's a banana. How much could it cost? $10? Like, Lawyer Dog buys the groceries for our household, and then Colt buys most of the takeout food. So I don't know what the fuck anything costs these days. Trying to eat these bananas as fast as possible because he did an impulse banana buy. Too real. And then suddenly everyone that lives in that household in chat speaking up to be like, oh shit, do I need to go eat a banana right now? I got your back, buddy, don't you worry. Everyone's so willing to share the load. Cannot let you share, like, take on the weight of all of these bananas by yourself. cheesecake, you'd be saving them for banana bread. That makes sense. I'm looking forward to cheesecake. That cheesecake recipe is just one of my favorite sweet treats. It's so good. I think I have it posted on the Discord if you want to take a look at it. But it's a very simple recipe that my mom uses for making cheesecake. And it's so good. It's a no-bake cheesecake, so it's like cream and cream cheese. And like that's most of it. And like a graham cracker crust, you just get a pre-made crust, some Philadelphia cream cheese, and some whipping cream. Yeah, and fucking Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle. It's great. Sometimes a simple recipe is all you need. Like when I make red beans and rice, I get just some andouille sausage, like two cans of red beans, and then just make some rice, and then you cook the sausage and the red beans together for a bit, 25 minutes or so, and then you just spice it up. I don't do a bay leaf, I don't have a bunch of accoutrements up in the dish itself. It's red beans and rice, but it comes together really well. Like, you want to use a good spice blend. That can be tricky. I don't remember exactly what all Lawyer Dog uses in his Cajun spice blend, but I use, like, half of that and half Tony Chachere's, or however that thing is pronounced. Like, you want to make sure that you cook the sausage first so you get some browning on it, because that helps with the texture. I am a person who generally does not enjoy the act of cooking. Like, cooking doesn't do it for me. I don't hate to cook, but, you know, if I have the option not to cook 99 times out of 100, that's probably what I'm going with. But there's a couple of dishes that I will make and enjoy. Because sometimes just a freshly made home-cooked meal hits so right. You found out you like cooking for people here, yeah? If that's something you enjoy, that is such an altruistic skill to have. That is such an incredible thing to, like, enjoy doing and also just gradually improve at doing. Oh, fuck. What was on this shelf? That was rice. How's Can? Eggs are not fully stocked. Those fridges are fully stocked. So, no, cheese is also not fully stocked. So cheese and eggs. We're out of cheese. Got some eggs. Alright, then... let's see. So what all do we have less than 10 of? Cheese. So let's do 2 cheese. 1 powdered sugar. I think I already put 2 rice in the cart. Red flour. Coffee, olive oil. Yogurt. Pasta. Chocolate, oil. Tea. Let's do 2 teas. Shelf milk. Sprite. Chocopic. The racks are full in storage. I can't put this box down. What box are you holding right now? Rice. Oh god. Where's the other box of rice? Rice goes here. Orange juice. Salt? Hello, Asp. How's it going? I rewatched the freshly uploaded to the VOD channel Mario Party VOD, and one thing that I got a kick out of while I was watching it was someone in chat saying Asp's distressed voice would make for a great Ralsei voice actor. I got a kick out of that. That Mario Party stream was a hell of a thing. Need to watch and learn what your distressed voice sounds like. Best $50 you ever spent. God, Mario Party 3 50 turns was an experience. Mario Party 3 is not a great Mario Party in the first place, but any Mario Party turns to slop when it becomes 50 turns. It's rare to see 4 people hollowing out at once. So, the big thing that, like, truly fucked me up about that Mario Party stream was the Blitzball minigame, the one where you have to punch each other out of the orb of water, and how Lawyer Dog just honed in on the fucking TAS-perfect timing to, like, beat out anyone's attempts at, like, trying to punch him. His punches won every single time, and it was miserable. Mario Party 5 and 7 with friends, yeah. Mario Party 7 sucks, y'all. Mario Party 7 is real bad. But, on the other hand, it sucks and is bad in an interesting way. like, Mario Party 3 is probably the overall worst pre-Nintendo Wii Mario Party. But the Diet Soda. Upset that the hurricane missed you. That's not something you should get too caught up over. Thankfully, my family down in Florida is a-okay. The hurricane passed like right between them because my grandma lives up in the Panhandle and my mom and one of my sisters lives like close to Orlando. And the storm passed like right between those two. Do you want a day off? No, Asp just likes storms. You got the day off and you didn't have to worry about all of your stuff getting blown about in the storm. That's a win-win. Look out! Not a wind-win. You're right. Yeah, Asp is like the anti-Burk. You don't have stuff to get blown about. Yeah, that's fair. Look at this guy, doesn't have a patio. Covered in chairs and tables and accoutrements to get whipped about by hurricane-force gales. Papa cakes. Milk. We have less than 10 spaghetti, but... Ah, this one unlocks. Buy the spaghetti. Buy the spaghetti. Lady. Stop buying. Somebody needs to buy a spaghetti. I got a fresh box of spaghetti coming in. I gotta clear out room on the shelves. Please. Yep, that all seems right. Great job, sir. Game detected you're waiting for the line piece. Look, if you know anything about bag systems, you know that waiting for a line piece is fake. In any Tetris game that actually uses a bag system. Excuse me, sir, would you like a box of spaghetti? How about you? Okay, fine, be that way. Mail it to you. Okay. The spaghetti ain't cheap. God. Are you willing to pay $8.25 for this box of spaghetti noodles? Because that's what it'll run you. Yeah, this is the good spaghetti, alright? Perfect. Spaghetti costs $1 there? Sounds like you're not getting the good spaghetti. You don't know what you're missing out on until you've paid $8.25 for a box of uncooked spaghetti noodles. Now imagine buying a box of cooked spaghetti noodles, though. What a world you'd live in. I think spaghetti is the most expensive item at my store. Let's take a look-see. The flour is quite expensive. And $8.25 for a box of spaghetti noodles. Oh, shelf milk is $11.25. Coffee is $9. Okay, so spaghetti noodles are the third most expensive item at the store. Kind of bougie ass flour are you selling? We're selling the good stuff, alright? Nothing but the best for our customers. Organic? No. We are 100% inorganic spaghetti noodles. Alright, you're not gonna believe what these spaghetti noodles are capable of. Quartz? A little bit. But the rest of the ingredients are a secret. Where's the tea? $120% of you. No. Microplastics, please. You're not thinking big enough. These are covering your macroplastic needs. A lot of people aren't thinking about that. A lot of scientists are talking about, people aren't getting enough plastic in it. Like, they're getting too much little plastic. They need the big plastic. That's the problem with kids these days. Back in my day, we would get the big plastic in us, and now we're super healthy. That McDonald's toy, that got clogged somewhere in there. You know, that's what kids these days need, and they just don't know it yet. Where's the coffee? Let's go. feeding them asbestos? Please. Asbestos is too cheap for our valued customers. After the stocks went down, people weren't interested. As worse toast. Can't move to the next day when I got a box. Ooh, ouch. Raising my right arm hurts, because that's where I got the vaccinations. Lawyer Dog saw a thing about how, apparently, if you alternate the arms in which you get COVID vaccinations, it has a chance of slightly increasing your immunity. So I got my shots in my right arm this time, and it hurts. Milk and flour. Yeah, that's fine. I think it was this flour? Damn, dropping by $1. What arm you had yours in last year. Usually, if I have the choice, I put it in my non-dominant arm because I use my dominant arm for things and stuff. Always do left. Yeah. I have no idea if it's a real thing. I did not dig into it. I just saw Lawyer Dog bring it up, and a lot of the time when Lawyer Dog brings stuff like that up, it's just, I believe you. I go along with it. That's bullshit, but I believe you. Alright. We need some salt on the shelves. We need some cereal 2 on the shelves. We're out of salt. We need 1 cheese, 1 egg. Out of egg. No. Here's milk. We need some yogurt on these shelves. Perfect. As I'm doing this, I'm realizing that more so than normal, my brain is just drifting into all sorts of directions. Just thinking about tweets that I've seen recently and stupid YouTube videos, dumb bullshit that I've looked at on Tumblr, and it's just like slowly flowing through my brain like water. ADHD brain tonight. Sash introduced Lasagna Cat. Was Lasagna Cat the channel that did Prom Night? Are they the bitch that looks like Garfield? It's the 5G taking over your body. My phone's only 4G. What are they doing to me? I need to get a new phone at some point. A few months back, I was just like lying in bed with my phone and all of a sudden the screen like got kinda green and like weirdly faded and kind of brighter than it should be. And it's just been that way ever since. And also there's a dead pixel on it. But they don't make the Note anymore. The Note is now just like, oh, you just get a bigger version of this other phone. Instead of it just being named something else, it's like, here is the Samsung Galaxy 32S. And the S is the one that's the Note version of it, or something stupid like that. This is the one that comes with a stylus and a bigger screen. And it's like, that's the one I want, but it used to just be called its own thing. Why did you make it so much more difficult to know what I want? Most of the videos got removed due to copyright. Aw, what a shame. Alright, so 2 candy, 2 egg, 2 salt. Two olive oil, 2 cake. The chill we feel can't be denied. Your phone became tall, Luke. I don't know what the fuck happened to my phone, but I need a new one. I'm still on my family's phone plan. So I need to, like, look up what the phone that I want is, and then direct my mom towards it so she can order it. It'll be a shame to be back on a phone that is not fully paid off, because I've had this phone since, like, close to when I started university. So I've been on this phone for a while. It's served me well over the years. It's starting to fall apart a little bit. How many years is that? Let me go look at my diploma real quick. Hang on. I graduated November 2018, and so it's a 2-year accelerated program because you just keep taking classes through the summer. Full Sail's game design program is fucking weird, but it was fun. I loved it. So I got that phone sometime 2017, I guess? Because it wasn't right when I started, but it was close to when I started. Yeah, it's a 2-year bachelor's, so like you start and you just take a class or two every month, and then the next month you move on to another class or two. So instead of it being like, for this semester you're taking these classes, no, it's like, this month you are taking this class and maybe this class. And it worked out pretty well because a lot of the course material is based off of, like, a lot of classes would be designed around, like, you knowing everything that you learned in the previous class. So it had, like, it had a pretty good progression to it. You know, early on there were a lot more prerequisites, but as you moved, as you get, like, deep into the program, it's like, you get a lot more Class 2, Class 3, or, like, you know, this is Game Design 1, this is Game Design 2, this is Project and Portfolio 1, 2, and 3, and so on. I had a great time. Not actually using my degree at all, but I got it. I also started going for a master's in production, but I did not vibe with it at all. Throughout the game design program, like, they were definitely pushing that, you know, the old nonsense of, or you need to be putting in 100 hours a week, or why do you even bother? This is a competitive field, and all that garbage. But you don't really, like, you can do just fine without drinking that Kool-Aid going through the bachelor's program. Like, you know, obviously, it's a good sign if you are spending more time than the expected time on your coursework, because your projects are going to look better, and, you know, you're invested, you're putting that much more effort in, all that jazz. That aspect is fine. Because it's like, you should be spending a bunch of time on this, and if you are, that's great, but you are still capable of getting good grades and, you know, doing well. I think there was only one class that I ever got less than an A on. Like, I was spending a lot of time hanging out at the card shop playing Magic the Gathering, rather than spending 100 hours on my projects, and I still did very well. I still graduated with honors. But once I got into the master's program, then it became a thing of, you are expected to be at these locations, like, visible and interacting a huge amount of hours per week. And also, they were expecting, like, a dress code, like a semi-formal dress code. And it's like, dude, we are in Florida, and I walk here. What are you talking about? I cannot show up in a half suit. So yeah. The bachelor's program, fantastic. Had a great time. And they still reach out every now and then for, like, hello, alumni! Would you like to spend some time with us here in the career development team to work on your portfolio or your resume, or, like, we could look at some job listings and stuff like that. I appreciate all that, but I'm fine with just streaming for right now, especially with how the industry is at the moment. The game... a career in the games industry is, you know, a risk at the best of times. And we are not in the best of times. You ever dream of making your own game? Yes. I have a lot of trouble with motivation. I have a lot of trouble with just a bad sense of get up and go. I don't really see myself as a lazy person, but I am a person that suffers from poor motivation. Like that is one of my biggest problems as a person. And so it's really difficult to get started on that kind of project. So I would like to work on a game, and I know I have a bunch of like indie game dev friends that I'm sure if I wanted to start working on that kind of thing, then maybe I could start picking up a thing here or there, just like trying to help them out. If nothing else, then just like trying to do some QA for them. But that I worry about trying to get involved in that kind of thing and then just not being in the right headspace to commit to it. That's one of the big problems that I have. So I'm a very momentum-based person. If I could get myself into that kind of situation and start doing that kind of thing, I'm sure that it would go great. But trying to get engaged in that kind of thing and it becoming a non-starter for one reason or another can be demotivating in its own way. So I get nervous, I get anxious about that kind of thing. So I try and do a little extra with the stream at least, but if nothing else, I have a bare minimum of energy that I commit to the streams to try and make sure that I am hitting that 4 streams a week, around 4 hours a stream. And I do well with that, at least. Never been a better time to get into the industry. Yeah. You have a career in video games. That's true! Also, I just figured this out. It's been in my Twitter bio for a while of went to university for video games and look at me now. But yeah, I am appreciative of where I am in life at the moment, what I have accomplished thus far, and I also take a lot of pride in just my knowledge and my diversity of knowledge in game-related stuff. I'm a trivia whiz, but that's always been a big thing for me, is I take pride in knowing a lot about a lot of stuff. Even if I am not an expert of anything, I've always been a bit of a jack of all trades. Which is why I wanted to get into production, if I did get into the games industry, because producer positions, you get a lot of value out of a diversity of knowledge. You get a lot more out of knowing a little about a lot, kind of thing. But also, I am not a super creative person, just in general. I feel like creativity is something that I am worse at than a lot of other people that I am close with. Like a lot of people that I associate with. I feel like my creativity is pretty pitiful in comparison to a lot of them. and I mean, I spend a lot of time with a lot of artists and like practically like actual game designers, you know, people who have made and published games or are working on full game projects and stuff like that. So it's easy to be down on myself about that kind of thing, but I try to be practical about it, of just like, if you put me in a position where I'm expected to design like systems, design a game, especially like designing a game from the ground up, then I often find myself leaning more into a business aspect of it, of like, my first thought would be, like, if I were going to make a game, like a X game, a game about X, or a game of X genre, how would it compare with other games of the genre? Like, my first instinct is, what can I make that is unique? My first instinct is, how would what I make compare to similar products? If I were to make a Metroidvania, like, how would it compare to a lot of other Metroidvanias that I am familiar with? Like, what systems could I use from which games? Like, do I have any ideas for any kind of unique mechanic? Like, you know, do I want to try and make it sort of a cross between this one genre and this other genre? Like, with Nine Sols, it's not a pure Metroidvania. It has a lot more focus on the combat, and the combat is very inspired by Sekiro. And so that's a great place to, like, ground yourself, right? Like, I want to make a Metroidvania that has combat similar to a high-action, combat-oriented game like Sekiro. That's a great start. But my approach being that kind of thing, I do feel like I am suffering from, you know, not really spread my wings at all. Like, oh, my first point of comparison is I want it to be a game that's like X, but... Later, Ash. Thanks for hanging out. I feel like you need to spend the whole day winding up to work on something like that, but you never have the whole day free. Yeah, it can be really difficult to put yourself into a position to work on creative projects in general, let alone if you are, like, going to just, like, be starting a project like that. Oh my god. It's terrifying. Like, it's so intimidating trying to, like, get your feet under you for starting that kind of project. But, you know, if you're capable of that kind of thing, oh my god, more props to you, absolutely. I wish you all the luck, all of the... I will send you my energy like Goku. You have to start small? Yeah. So that is something that I have come up with for, like, if I were to actually start an indie game development project and, like, start working on something like that. I have an idea that I've had kicking around in my head for a while, and as a result, like, what I need to do is, like, I think what I need to do is... I don't know if this would actually help with, like, my struggles with creativity, but there's a game that shares some traits with the project that I have in mind, and that is a game called Fixbox. And it's like a repair-oriented puzzle game where you are like trying to fix devices and electronics and stuff like that. I need to actually play it. I've had it installed for a while, but I've just never gotten around to it. But my game, the general vibe is something like that. Something like Animal Crossing. Not to that scale, obviously, but the vibe, you know. And then the other inspiration, like the other game, the other project, something that kind of matches the vibe that I was considering is that the budget house flipper, like budget home repair, or whatever that game is called. And not necessarily like via the idea of like, oh, we're just going to try and do whatever we can to reach the bare minimum of done, and it's going to look terrible and all of that. Like, that's not really the vibe I'm going for, but the prospect of having to try and accomplish as much as you can while still fitting within a budget, that was something that I had in mind for the project. And it's basically you are like working as a repair person, and you are interacting with a set cast of characters, and like some of the repair projects are like will portray ongoing stories between these characters. That kind of thing. I keep replacing the fucking rice. But that was the general idea of like it. I don't know if the puzzles will be procedurally generated or anything like that, but write a one-page pitch? I could probably do that. Because I for as unlikely as I am to actually try and work on that project myself and actually make it a reality, I have had a fairly consistent vision for it for a long time now, which is why, like, if I were to try and work on a game dev project, it would probably be that, just because I have had, you know, there is value, and it's kind of like a following your gut kind of thing, but there is value in having a consistent vision for a prolonged period of time. Especially for someone like me, who it's very easy for me to talk myself out of something. So if I haven't talked myself out of it yet, then there's some kind of spice about it. Think on specific moments that felt really good and going, I want an entire game that feels like that. Yeah, that's one way of going about it. But you also, like, when it comes to working entirely off of a vibe, a feeling that a game instilled within you, you also need to, when you're looking at that kind of thing, something that I find would be valuable is to pull your view back from that exact moment and see what about the game created that moment, and like what led up to you experiencing that feeling that you are now seeking out. You know, mechanically, one of my favorite video game genres is survival horror. I fucking love the resource management systems in survival horror games, and I love the gameplay that comes from playing through a survival horror game. Like, Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 8 are fantastic video games. I love them so much because in spite of them being horror games, which I generally do not enjoy, I love those games. And so one of the things that I love so much about them is the mechanics. I love resource management, and I love the kind of decision making that stems from. Oh god, my throat is feeling rough, but I feel I feel strongly about this topic, so I want to keep talking. Something that makes survival horror games feel good to play is making it through a situation by the skin of your teeth. Having, like, managed your resources just well enough to get through a difficult situation. That is one of the, like, crowning moments of a good survival horror game. Because that represents not only good decision-making on the player's part, but also a good balancing of the resources that the player is being provided over time. And I have thought a lot about how can I produce that feeling outside of the context of a horror game, and it's very difficult. Because one of the things that makes that resource management feel so right in the context of a survival horror game is the pressure of the horror. These games put you into tense and difficult situations where you are being pressured by the context of a big ol' monster is coming for you. How are you going to deal with that? And being in that situation will force you into making bad decisions. And when you recognize the bad decision that you have made, you now learn how to handle, like, your resource management better when you come across similar, like, bad situations. But then you have to make the next bad situation that you're putting the player into feel even more dangerous, feel even more tense. And it's this wave. It's got such an ebb and flow to it that I fucking love that feeling, but I don't like horror. Right? Like the vibes of horror, if nothing else. Like, I do not like, ooh, jump scare, check out all of this gore, all big monster, violent character deaths. Like, I hate all of that stuff. But I love the way, like, I love the gameplay feeling that I get from horror games. On-the-fly decision-making under pressure, yes. And you can get that in other genres, but in other genres it is often put into the context of twitch action, like high mechanical demand from the part of the player, which I can enjoy that kind of thing. I you know, Souls games. I love Souls-like games, and you get a lot of that kind of feeling from that kind of game, but the resource management in that kind of game doesn't hit the same. Because in Resident Evil, you know, okay, I'm gonna finish the day, and then I'm just gonna let the store run for a little bit. Because I'm very involved in this topic. Because I've got, like, a train of thought that I want to send down the tracks. Okay, so I need rice, and then I think I need rice, I need milk. Or shelf milk. Everything else I can deal with later. Okay. So we're gonna let this guy handle it? Great. In Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 4 is like the peak of this kind of thing for me. In Resident Evil 4, you have limited resources. You've got limited healing items, you've got limited money to buy whatever items you might need at any time. But the limited money also lines up with upgrading your weapons, upgrading your equipment. And the balance of all of these systems feels so good because when you get a weapon, you have to, like, upfront make a decision and, like, try and determine from finding this weapon in the first place, is this a weapon that I want to invest in? Because the game teaches you that, like, if you're not using something, you can sell it. But, like, if you bought that thing and you sell it later, you're not getting as much value. And so that is similar with the upgrades that you put into weapons. If you upgrade a weapon... Nope, not hold on screen. So, I just got a new pistol. I have already upgraded my old pistol. Is this new pistol better enough than the old pistol to make it worth, like, selling off the old pistol and losing some of the value that I had gotten from the upgrades to spend those upgrades on the new pistol? Do I just keep going with the old pistol? Do I, like, am I just not committing to either pistol and just, like, I'm just using the pistol as a utility weapon, and everything else, like, I'm just... Especially, like, if you have played Resident Evil 4 before, then you know how good the Red 9 is, and how the Red 9 has, like, crazy individual shot damage. And that, as a player, individual, like, damage per shot is something that I valued super highly, because of the way that the resource economy in those games work. You get a limited number of bullets. You want to get the most out of every individual bullet. But there's a lot of, like, tactical value in just, oh, I am completely surrounded. What would help me out right now is if I had a submachine gun and I could just spray and pray, just, like, spend a bunch of bullets to get me out of this situation right now. But doing that kind of thing, like, for me as a player, doing that kind of thing says to me, like, I'm just spending a bunch of I'm spending a bunch of resources to get out of a situation, not to resolve the situation. And so I don't go for that. I never use the machine guns in those games, because in my brain, no, why would I do that? It would be way better for me to be smart about my resource usage. Like, if I've got a bunch of enemies around me, like, do I have any flashbangs? Like, do I have any grenades? Because those are perfect for that kind of situation. And it makes, like, I am getting the most value out of the resource that I am spending. And so, all of these considerations going into what resources do I have, what resources might I have later, how am I spending my resources, how do I get the most value out of my resources, and all of that kind of stuff, in the context of an action game where I am still expected to, like, my skill in playing the game is still a relevant factor. Because if you are going for pure, like, 100% focus on resource management, then there are tons of simulation and strategy games and stuff like that that would be way better for that exact gameplay. That exact gameplay is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, like Asp was talking about, the feeling that running out of ammo in a bad situation gave me. Because I did not run out of ammo because the game, like, I didn't roll the die and run out of ammo. Like, even though I am still... Like, I ran out of ammo because I fucked up. Right? This is a result of my actions and my decisions. But it hits different. It feels so different when you end up in a situation like that, where you are not... It feels like less of a binary result, as opposed to puzzle games and simulation games and strategy games. Like, in a lot of those, it feels like you... Ending up in a bad situation can be a binary result of a decision that you have made, as opposed to, I was, like, my gameplay, me playing this action third-person shooter game, is the culmination of tons and tons of little decisions that I have moment-to-moment control over, but are not, like, any individual decision is not what is going to make or break the result, right? Tetris and Puyo Puyo don't do that to you? They can. But when I think of that kind of puzzle game, I think of a game where you are presented with a puzzle that has a definitive solution, I guess. And I enjoy puzzle games. Like, I'm not in any way trying to shit talk puzzle games. You know, Baba Is You was a fantastic experience, but it's not about that necessarily. It's about, like, the resource management feeling that I am looking for stems from these survival horror games, rather than just having a tense game of Tetris. It's been a while since I have gone this deep and this involved in game design discussion. I got shit to say about game design. But I also feel an obligation to approach game design discussion from a perspective, like a fundamental perspective of video games are good. Because it's so easy to end up in situations where you're talking about a game and you have an opinion about a game, and the way that you express that opinion is it's bad. I hate ending up in that situation. I hate putting myself into that position of, you know, I think they made the wrong choice when working on this. I never want that to be my reaction. And it really frustrates me when people will do that. Because, like, you know, oh, this enemy sucks. And it's like, okay, I can respect, like, wow, I'm having a bad time fighting this enemy, and I'm annoyed, and so fuck this enemy. But then you have the other side of that, of this enemy is poorly designed. I think this enemy is poorly designed. Then I get a stick in my craw over that. That makes it into, well, maybe, but like, are you sure? Are like, what about it makes you think that it is bad? What about it makes you think that they, like, these designers, who have spent years working on this project that you are now talking about, on this game, why do you think they made the wrong decision when choosing, like, all of the different aspects of this enemy's design? Because that's a lot to say about something like a video game. Video games are so complicated. Video games have so many things, like, so many things under the hood, so many things about their design that you might not even be considering at the time, because they don't want you thinking about it. They want you experiencing it. It's not about a binary yes-no decision that was made. There are so many things going on with that enemy design that maybe you're not considering. Maybe that enemy is supposed to be difficult to fight early on because you get a tool that helps you fight it more effectively later. Maybe it's supposed to be annoying. Maybe it's supposed to be frustrating right now because you're not supposed to be engaging with the enemy any more than, like, the absolute bare minimum, because, like, the game is going to teach you, like, hey, this enemy is difficult, so you should probably be wary of dealing with this enemy. And then, 2 hours later, hey, check this out. We just got the new That Specific Enemy Killer 9000 right here for you. You gotta work for it, but once you get it, that enemy is not gonna be a problem at all. And so, like, if you were to think about that and take all of that into consideration, is that enemy a bad design? Is it incorrect for them to have designed it that way? Or do you not like it? There's also the opposite situation where, wow, this aspect of the game sucks, and the devs go, yeah, I know, we spent so long trying to find a solution and it might be intractable. Yeah. Hey. Like, hey, this part of the game sucks. And it's like, yeah, we did as best as we could. What are you gonna do about it? You, the player, thinks this system does not work correctly, and it's like, yeah, the devs couldn't figure out a way to make it work good. What now? Does the whole game suck because of that? How much time are you going to spend complaining about this thing that, like, yeah, it could be better? Like, do you have a better solution? Do you have a better solution that they hadn't considered? Do you have a better solution that overcomes all of the problems that they had with it in the first place? Probably not. What game? I'm talking hypotheticals right now. I'm just talking about game design in general. I'm gonna go to Reddit and complain about it. Yeah. Yeah. That's certainly the easiest way to go about it. Tea, peanut butter. Did I put olive oil in it? Pasta, cake. Wait. Spaghetti, specifically. That's selling spaghetti for $8.25. That's what the market demands. Each of those boxes of spaghetti costs me $4.25 to purchase. Should you try to see what other newspaper comic style you can copy? Heathcliff catcha? Aw, oh, hell yeah. Heathcliff rules. Heathcliff kinda sucks, but if it does suck, it sucks in a way that rules. But broadly speaking, I am a Heathcliff enjoyer. Hat's wearing his game helmet again. It's so wild to see, like... It kind of feels in some ways like it is a comic that is, like, trying to force its own memes into itself. And I kind of love that. Alright, shelf milk and apple juice. And it's succeeding. It doesn't always succeed. But goddammit, it tries. Newspaper comics are always so weird to me. Like, you don't want to have too much of a running narrative because you don't want to rely on people reading every single one of them. But where do you draw the line? Alright, is there anything else that we have less than 10 of? Coffee, red flour, pasta. Water, cheese, cereal 2. Doonesbury. Yuck. Oh god. Spaghetti. Let's get some extra salt too. Okay, so let's put in this order, and now... Only $750 to expand the supermarket a little more. Don't mind if I do. Hurt you more than it hurts me. That's what you get. Do I have a shelf that, like, rounds the corner? Is that a shelf that exists? Looked at the recent Heathcliff comics. Looked at what the recent Heathcliff comics are like, and this one just says, I hate Mondays. Yeah. That's Heathcliff, baby! There is a running gag in Heathcliff of Heathcliff being really frustrated when people compare him to Garfield. Heathcliff X Garfield Generations. I wish the shelves could just snap. Yeah, me too. Wait. It does still have all the products on it. Huh. What am I gonna do about this? I want to use these shelves because they're cool, but they just don't line up. Oh wait, I have additional boxes of products. I'm doing it. I'm switching over to these other shelves. I want to make this work. Wait, no, stop, 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 stop! You bitch, stop that. Neither of you are working right now. Fucking stop. This sucks. I'm so mad. And he threw away the other fucking box? Oh my god. Just eat the extra loaves of bread. I would fucking love to. Alright. We're not switching over to the new shelf system because fucko number 2 ruined it for everyone. We're just leaving the bread on the shelves. Well, I can't move the products by hand. I need an empty box in order to properly move the products. Yeah, that song coming on while I was trying to solve this problem has definitely made me feel drastically more insane. Hello, Allison Bob Allison. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. I am mad at my stocking clones over here. They put bread on a shelf and ruined everything. They're not my clones. They're clones of some guy. I don't know who, I just order them from the factory. Yeah, I had to completely redesign the cool store. I was redesigning the store, and it was going to be really cool, and then they moved some bread, and that ruined everything. Okay. What are you doing knocking over my stuff like that? Rude. Alright, so this is shampoo, so that's consumer product. That can go over there. Yeah, how was your stream, Allison? What were you up to? I still need to actually enable the shout out thing in chat. I keep forgetting to do that because I don't know how because I'm stupid. Raid forgot about you, but you made it anyway. Brave warrior. Thank you very much for the follow. It went well? Nice. You'll love to hear it. Oh wow, the toilet paper takes up a lot of space, huh? And soap. Go up here. This dude photoshopped onto a Mr. Clean body. Clean dish. Okay, so we got 2 things of clean dish, 1 remaining hand soap. These guys are the, like, 1 box for 2 shelves, so maybe we'll just do it like this. It being not matching each other bothers me, but that's fine. So let's buy some extra toilet paper. Wow, and then we will reactivate the clones. Alright, this needs to go on a shelf. Right, that didn't go on shelf from the others, right? All good. Reactivate the restockers. And now, we need to price all of these products. Ooh, damn! Big money. $4.75. Enjoy your sleep. Thanks for swinging by. Thanks for the follow, Colorless Queen. $6. $2. Why is the hand soap that cheap? Damn. It's got a warning on it and everything. In matters of taste, the customer is always right.
Twitch gifted a tier 1 sub to Rusty_Sunset. Cal4 gifted a tier 1 sub to Colorless Queen.
Oh, you sent me something?
Cal4 gifted a tier 1 sub to Needless16.
Holy shit.
Cal4 gifted a tier 1 sub to Allison Bob Allison.
You couldn't find a Heathcliff with a mouth to make it reactive with. There's been a
Cal4
cup.
gifted a tier
It's
1
rare.
sub to Nalva. Cal4 gifted a tier 1 sub to Yuki Alamasations.
It's a masterpiece. I love it. I guess the text does make it less good to flip. Here, we'll put him in this corner. He gets his own little spot. Bob Allison. Yeah, the captioner is not... Or, not the text-to-speech. Can struggle a little bit every now and then. You don't need to flip the text, it's fine like that. Although, if you do want to make a reactive of it, then I guess it would have to be flipped for where it's usually positioned. But yeah, he's beautiful, I love it. I enjoy the hair, like, sticking out from under the helmet. Also, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs, Colin. Damn, I've been going for almost 3 hours now, huh? I think I need to have a quick snack. Oh, I know what I could have as a quick snack.
Dan Sabman gifted a tier 1 sub to Beowulf.
I've got a donut in the fridge. Well, I have 2, but I'm gonna go have one of them.
Dan Sabman gifted a tier 1 sub to JPikachu08.
Wait. Did that...
Dan Sabman gifted a tier 1 sub to Kist.
Twitch is gifting 3 tier 1 subs. Dan is gifting 5.
Dan
but
Sabman gifted a tier 1
my
sub
readout
to
says that my little activity feed doesn't show the
Dan Sabman gifted a tier 1 sub
ones
to
that
William
Dan is
Rodriguez
donating.
1995.
September promotion. Ah.
Twitch gifted a tier 1 sub to Skisoft Silver.
Okay, so Cult gifted 5, Twitch gifted 1, and then Dan gifted 5, and Twitch gifted 3?
A tier 1 sub to Bungeeman 28.
Fucking favoritism?
Twitch gifted a tier 1 sub to NW_design.
Did the hype train just ignore you, or did it jump up several levels and stayed at about the same percentage? It's unclear. But thank you very much for the 5 gift subs, Dan. Alright, I'm going to go eat a donut real quick. I'll be right back. I've eaten a donut. It was good. Oh no. I need new lights. Do I just need one, or do I need two? Let's get two. Donate. There we go. I've received another direct message from Burke. Oh my goodness. Alright. Which of these... Which of these coaches is getting temporarily displaced? This one. Like, they're all in the same folder, so it's like... It's not like any of them go away when I have to switch them around, but it is a little annoying. Da, da, da. Oh, wait. Oh. Is this dumb in a different way than I expected it? Might be. Because now... yeah, I've got a lot of PNG tubers piled up. Well, you see... My current face is facing to the right. But, like, all of the PNG tubers that you make for me are facing to the left. Which means that my current face is flipped. So if I... If I do this, and then switch, yeah, if you, to make it easy, the easiest way would just be to, like, just flip them horizontally, and then use that. It's a dumb problem to have. But almost every time I try to explain, like, the ins and outs of my current setup, like, Lawyer Dog's reaction is always just like, oh my god, I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. Especially my audio setup. My audio setup is completely whack. Because I have to jump through a bunch of hoops in order to have two different captioners running. because I like having the captions going for, like, it doesn't work amazingly if there's, like, a bunch of people in a Discord call with me, but I like at least making the effort. But it not perfect system. Oof, ouch, my profit. How much money did you make today? Well... Alright, hand soap and cereal. Excuse me, sir. Good night, Dan. Thank you again for the gift subs. "7 a.m. meeting." Ugh. Gross. Good luck with supermarket. I don't need luck. I'm a master at this. Forward to the weekend. Yeah, I can't blame you. I'll go to bed too. Enjoy bed. Thank you very much for the gift subs. Everybody going to bed early on a Thursday? What's going on in the world? It certainly doesn't help that I started quite late because... So for a while, my streams were getting fucked up. Like, just dropping tons of frames, bad connection. It was rough. And then we learned that there's currently a problem with Twitch's ingest servers, where if you try to be automatically placed into an ingest server, then it will always put you in Portland. None of the other servers are functioning for automatic ingest placement, which a lot of people use. So in addition to Portland being far away from me geographically, everyone is also being pushed to the same ingest server, which is probably causing some issues with it being overloaded. And so we figured out that may have been contributing, or that was probably contributing to a large amount of connection issues that I've been having with streaming recently. And then I went to start stream today, and I immediately started dropping like 75% of my frames, and I was like, oh no, it's happening again. And then I did a speed test, and my upload speed was less than 1 megabyte, which is less than a 40th of what we're paying for. And so that was bad. And so Lawyer Dog got on, started dealing with the Comcast AI support bot. And the support bot was just like, I have tried all of the things that an agent would try. Would you like to set up a technician to come to your location and attempt to resolve the issue? And the earliest day that they could have a technician come out is Sunday. So, knock on wood, it's been okay thus far, but it did cause me to start the stream almost an hour later than I intended to today. Okay, so now I take this and this. I don't want to replace it. Let's just add one of these. Okay, so put you and you in the folder. Go over here. Open the folder. Wait, no, wrong one. Hell yeah. There we go. Thank you very much, Burke. It's a masterpiece. So Hatcliffe has taken the place of Vanilla Katja for now. But that's alright. Okay, so... bleach, dish soap, hand soap, shampoo. Oh, my arm. Oh. How's the... okay, we're good on the Mr. Clean spray thing. Candy, eggs... spaghetti, pasta. Did I put the candy in? Yes. Candy, eggs, pasta, spaghetti. Shelf milk. Cheese. Chocolate, oil, bread, peanut butter. Red flour, olive oil, blue flour. Choc-a-pic. One toilet paper. Yogurt. I think. Maybe? You got a full box of yogurt. Fuck it. Get another box of yogurt. It's people not fully stocking the shelves. What am I even buying the product for? What am I fighting for? Okay. Let's open her up. chill tunes to run a supermarket to. Every now and then I think about going back and playing Superliminal again. The game is really fun. But also, like, the problem with replaying a game like that is there's a lot of things where it's like, oh, I already know the solution. Clean dish. Is that Kaya? Looks like a lot of that text is in French. Speedrun. Look, if I'm gonna start running a game, then I'm going back to Mario 64, because that game is just one of the most fun to speedrun. Mario 64 speedrunning is so much fun. Like, it's really difficult to try and get, like, notably better. Especially playing on a controller without octagonal gates. There's a lot of tricks that are much harder than they should be. But I mean, Simple Flips does almost all of his Mario 64 gaming on an Xbox 360 controller, and I have no idea how he does it, but if Simple Flips can do it, then so can I. I just gotta get good. Maybe he's got notches on his controller? Maybe. Imagine his power if he had the CDI remote. What, like he was just playing on the CDI remote? Or if we gave him a CDI remote, would that make him better? I don't understand the point you're trying to get across here. Chaos Mario already takes away enough of his ability to control the game. I don't know if we need to give him one of the worst video game controllers ever designed. The CDI controller is dire. It's a terrible spoon abomination. Power Glove would be more impressive. It's so bad. I think my view of the Power Glove is entirely encapsulated in the clip of AVGN trying to land the plane, or land the jet in Top Gun with the Power Glove. And then he does it, and he just has this incredible look of bewilderment on his face. You should go to bread. Oh, the bread's over there. It's not that hard to find. But yeah, later, Asp. You'll take 3. Alright. 3 loaves of white sandwich bread. That'll run you, 14.25. Oh, right. Now calculate tax? I refuse. We don't charge tax here. So what does this do? Huh. E. Huh. That's how you know this store is excellent. Excellent. Yeah, there's layers to it. Oh wait, are we out of over here? Oh god, we're out of several things. Bleach and toilet paper. Closed now, but we gotta restock on some stuff. Fantastic. Ooh, we made a profit even after wasting all that money on this cool shampoo, yogurt, oil. Wait, no, that has to be $2.75. They don't like paying 10 cents more. What was the other thing? Shampoo, yogurt, and something. Tea? Oh, damn. I was undercharging for that milk. Ah, the oil. God. I'm really starting to feel it now, Mr. Krabs. My body is not happy with me right now. One of the biggest immediate problems is my dominant wrist is starting to hurt. Like my arm sore, which is bad for when I'm playing a mouse and keyboard game. But also, like, it's such a weird feeling when you can feel your brain not running on full power. Like, physiologically, you can, like, there's a tangible sense of, I'm kinda stupid right now. It's such a weird feeling. What about your submissive wrist? Ah, good old lefty is A-okay. You get used to it. Look, stupider than usual. But yeah, the breaks have already been happening where, like, the times where I just, like, go tuck myself over in this corner and just, like, go kinda quiet for a little bit, that's me, like, trying to refocus myself and also, like, give my wrist a break. But I think... I think it might be a decent idea to, like, not push myself at this point. It's pretty late anyways. And I should be, like, totally fine by Saturday, so... Hat doing that comic with the snake going, I may be stupid, and then the next panels are silent. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might wrap up a little early tonight. But that's okay. We've got this beautiful new PNG tuber to surprise myself with on Saturday. Upcoming streams. So, Saturday, I'm thinking, will be UFO 50. Don't know what Monday is going to be, but then Tuesday is going to be more Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. We did a lot of plot last time, so if you need to catch up, you should. Yeah, I think that that's the schedule. Notifications. Thanks again to Allison Bobalison for the raid and Colorless Queen for the follow. And thanks again to Cult and Dan for the 5 gift subs. Apologies if anyone else has resubbed or gifted subs or anything like that, and I am not shouting it out because my activity feed is not working correctly right now because of the September weirdness. But I am very much appreciative of everyone who supports me in any way, including folks who just hang out and chat in the stream and stuff. It's always nice to have you folks around, especially for lower energy streams like this, where I'm just hanging out, listening to music and all that. Who's streaming right now? Oh, Joel is streaming Hard Time 3. That's exciting. Duper is doing some 3D modeling, and Hydroxy and Chaos is working on a comic. I think we'll raid Duper, but Joel playing Hard Time 3 is pretty exciting. Is that an M. Dickey game? Sure is. M. Dickey just released a brand new video game, if you can fucking believe it. More power to him. Alright. Thanks again, everyone, for showing up and hanging out and chatting and all that good stuff, and hopefully I will see you all again on Saturday. Have a good one.